Join me as we talk all things true crime.
Made contact and shattered.
The missing 4-year-old. The parents have called the other bus, but the mother has went through a wall, came home, now they can't find her.
Chad, where are Lori's kids? They've been missing for 4 months. You have nothing to say?
4 were stabbed multiple times and were likely asleep during the attack. Some had defensive wounds.
Most of them had just like one that was the lethal stab wound.
Oh, what a tangled web we weave. Once I told a lie, and I told my family, I had to keep lying.
What's your name? Is it Dean?
We haven't cleared anybody.
Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for being here for another ATS News live stream. We are covering some of your guys' least favorite people this week. Excuse me. So yesterday we did Sarah Boone. Now we're going to do Gypsy Rose. This channel is a true crime channel. We've discussed why we are following Gypsy. Pretty much she is one of the only, she is one of the only people that are out on parole, but have a huge social media presence, as well as a reality TV show and all that. So we keep her under the microscope as sort of our research into, her and the case. And this started off as a channel that very much believed she was a victim and deserved, a new chance at life. I still wish her well. I hope that motherhood isn't going to be as bad as everyone's sort of making it out to be for the child and her. But there's just been so many things over these last few months of her release that have rubbed me the wrong way, have rubbed you guys the wrong way. Johnny, is everything good as far as sound before I continue? And hello, Pink Cloud 9 Vodcast. Good to see you. I love all your posts. I believe I'm in your Facebook group that you're in. And, your insight, other people's insights, people have recommended other channels and stuff to me to look at different angles of this case. And I've become very open-minded to, all aspects of re-examining what I thought I knew about the Gypsy Rose case and her in general. So thank you very much, Johnny. Basically, we're just following her, and this week I've got some stuff to share with you. Some of it is new stuff related to her, and other things are just things that have come out over the last how many months she's been released. So she got released in December, so it's almost been a year. So we're just going to talk about first, we're going to cover things that are unsettling, quote unquote, like I put in the title. And then we'll just kind of watch random clips from Ryan and her that are sort of recent and from today. So let's start off with the fact that Gypsy Rose is apparently going around putting false copyright strikes on YouTube creators' channels who criticize her, who share her TikToks and stuff like that. Hey, Jen Lou. And guys, after this, I'm going to be on a different stream on Alex Erickson's channel discussing another case. So we'll be talking about Madeline Soto over on her channel, and Jen Lou will be there too. So I will link that as soon as I receive that link. Okay, guys? All right. So she's been falsely copyright striking channels. And if you guys know anything about that, as far as a creator's point of view and standpoint, once you get 3 of them, like YouTube removes your channel. So just because these are people and influencers like Nina who have had run-ins with her, disagreements with her, online feuds, she's deciding to go to their channels and to strike them. And, that would be detrimental for somebody like me who I work from home. This is my work. I'm sure it's the same way for these other channels. Like you can't just put, and the thing is too, you can copyright strike a channel, and then if it's false and it's debated through YouTube, you yourself, so Gypsy could lose her channel for falsely copyright striking other channels. So it's kind of like stupid of her to even try to pull this. She is underneath the radar and she's put herself out there. So you will get scrutiny. You will get people who are trying to tell you, like, Ken messaged me and he said this. And, I think that he was also on Grindr, like stuff like that has come out. I'm sorry that she doesn't agree with it or, like it, but you can't go around copyright striking people. And also the YouTubers who are getting copyright strikes have formed together and said, well, maybe we should sue her. So they're like already getting like prepared if they have to counter sue. And because you can't mess with somebody's income like that. Like that's just not right. So on top of everything else that has kind of rubbed me the wrong way about her, once I heard she was doing that, and the thing is too, like these channels, like you can play stuff from TikTok on here, but you have to add commentary. You have to add criticism, something of value to the content. So I don't know. I haven't gone through every single one of these channels' videos, but I don't know if they just screen recorded her live streams and then put it out as content on their own channel without adding insight and all that. I'm not sure. So it's like going to go two ways. Either the copyright strikes can get dropped and Gypsy just realizes like it is what it is. This is fair use. Or YouTube can actually not copyright strike these channels, but demonetize them for reused content. So if they're not adding anything to the live streams that they're sharing from Gypsy and stuff, then they are subject to getting a reused content violation. So I don't know if they've even thought of that. I don't know if that's what they did and they didn't add commentary. I don't know, but something that they should be aware of. Yeah, terms of service on YouTube, you can't do that. Okay, so there is commentary. Then, yeah, she has no leg to stand on. It is what it is. I also heard that you have to, I don't know if this is true or not, you have to like pay to copyright your videos on TikTok. Like, so even if they were to just share her live stream without commentary, like she doesn't own that. TikTok owns it technically. I don't know if that's true or not. But if she copyrights her work and all that, then I think it would be different. Either way, I was just kind of like, ugh, like, why would she do that? Like, she's over there, getting all these baby gifts and, hundreds of dollar ones. Like, they're not just asking for a thing of Desitin. Like, it's like they want, what did she say? I want my baby to have AI things, like talking about like needing all this like high tech, like very expensive baby stuff that's out on the market nowadays. So it's just another thing that just rubs me the wrong way. She's on these TikTok lives, like the one today, just chilling by the pool, talking about this and that, putting on over the weekend. She did a whole live stream, put it on makeup. She's like, oh, it's date night, this and that. Okay. And then people are sending her money. Like that's, it is what it is. Right. But then I see that she's doing these copyright strikes and I'm like, that's so messed up. Like people creating their own content. Obviously it's for income and she's going to pull the rug out from underneath them because she doesn't like their criticism or she doesn't like them personally. Meanwhile, she's over here just getting millions of dollars, like I'm writing another book and here's another book and here's another book. It's just like all based on her crime. Right? So it's like this whole year just raking in the dough stacked on top of her mother's death. So it's just, it really just it just rubbed me the wrong way to hear about the copyright strikes. Moving on to the next subject that's a bit unsettling. I will share my screen. Let me say hi to everyone in chat. Well, as much as I can real quick. Hi, Tater. Hi, Kelt. Good to see you. I mean, if she could do anything besides talking, this is my point of view. This is my story. We've heard your story, and now we're all actually fact checking your story and comparing your story now to a story you told years ago, and your story kind of changes slightly, which is unsettling in itself. So it's just ridiculous. Thunder Chick, Christine, good to see you. Michelle, Allison, Dustin, good to see you. Yes, I heard that too. Now I heard through the grapevine that she plans to let the strike expire because my PR team says it's not worth the money. No, your PR team probably told you that it's fair use, which is legal. And that if your YouTube channel got taken down, you'd miss out on money. Just my assumption. Hello, Marshall Dove. What a waste of her time. That is never ending to win. Yeah, recipe for crazy value. Right. And it's like, it wouldn't, the PR team probably was like, well, you're kind of like messing with people's income. And here you are just sitting on TikTok lives, putting makeup on, and people are sending you money. Like it doesn't look good for you. Hi, Keenly. Yeah, the iRobot nanny. Sherry's here. I saw Tony, Beam Bio Girl, Debbie Fox is here, Amy, and thank you guys so much for being here. If you guys haven't hit the like button, hi Eddie, just hit that button now and we shall continue. Her PR team told her not to engage in back and forth with other content creators, their PR crisis team. And I saw the people that they're representing and all that. It's all crazy. I mean, it has almost been a year. What has she done? Okay, so that's what I was going to do is pull up an article. Again, this is from a couple months ago, but this came out before I kind of had my change of heart, and I gave her a fair chance, and so now I'm kind of getting caught up on things that have been going on since her release. So this was May. Gypsy Rose Blanchard's odd post relating to O.J. Simpson leaves fans disturbed. Gypsy Rose Blanchard, who spent the last 8.5 years in prison, shared a post relating to O.J. Simpson's, and fans found it odd. As The Blast reported, Blanchard pled guilty to her involvement in her mother's murder and was sentenced to 10 years in prison. She was released in December 2023 on parole. Ever since she got out, the public has followed her every move. And now we're definitely going to be doing that as well, which in turn has made Blanchard famous. Her millions of followers wait for her to share what is going on in her life and on social media. But her recent post about O.J. Simpson has left fans puzzled. So as you guys know, O.J. Simpson passed away this year. So the former NFL player passed away on April 10th, 2024 of prostate cancer. He was 76. His death was announced by his family on social media accounts. He was surrounded by his children and grandchildren, according to the family. During this time of transition, his family asked that you please respect their wishes for privacy and grace. Months before he passed, The Blast reported that Simpson had undergone chemotherapy following the diagnosis. Following the death, Lifetime announced it would release a documentary telling Nicole Brown Simpson's story, which Gypsy Rose is promoting. So as everyone knows who hasn't lived under a rock, OJ was on trial for his ex-wife's murder and the murder of Ron Goldman. Gosh, I hate that I can't even remember if that's his name 100%, but you guys know. And hello, Florida Bass Fishing. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Hi, Zoe. Okay, Goldman, thank you so much. I literally was like, oh gosh, I don't want to like forget the victim's name. All right, so you guys know that. So Lifetime, which is the same network that is promoting Gypsy Rose's docu-series, quote unquote, has put together, a documentary saying that they're going to tell the story of Nicole Brown Simpson, which Gypsy Rose is promoting. Gypsy Rose Blanchard promotes Nicole Brown Simpson's documentary. So says not available, TikTok, not available. So when people were calling in on her, like to her parole officer, some of her social media stuff got deleted by her. So she was just kind of like removing things and all that. So that was one of them. So she removed this post after promoting it. Gypsy Rose Blanchard recently promoted an upcoming Lifetime docuseries titled The Life and Murder of Nicole Brown Simpson, which many media users found odd. Odd that you posted this, one user commented. I'm so disturbed right now, another wrote. A third expressed, is this a joke? Wow. As one TikToker expressed, Jesus Lord, I'm thinking you'll be locked up one of these days. Blanchard did mention the documentary was created by her close friend Melissa Moore. Plus, she herself has a docuseries coming up on Lifetime, so she could be under contract to promote other Lifetime projects. And then it just goes into talking about OJ and Nicole Brown Simpson. So, again, people were kind of disturbed that she was promoting a murder. And to the effect that OJ kind of, in my opinion, and many others got away with it. So I think people were looking at it from the standpoint of like, is she just like promoting this because she also knows that she got away with murder? I don't know. Just thought that was a little creep. All right, moving on to the next unsettling topic. This one I believe is going to require me to share some audio from my phone. Let me see if I got everything out of the way. Yes. All right. So where is the link? I'm not going to share it on screen because the audio actually comes from like a spoof. Like they're making fun of her. So, but what she says is what I want to kind of share. And this pertains to it, these song lyrics. Give me 1 second. Stop that. So I didn't know that this was a Taylor Swift song, but she's already come out saying that she likes Taylor Swift, etc., which is fine. But what she says in this live stream with Ken, hi, Roxanne, good to see you. And Johnny is serving tacos if anyone is interested in one on Taco Tuesday. Thank you, Johnny. All right, so just listen to this audio. She's talking about everything is like a fairy tale between her and Ken, basically. And she talks about like one of their first dates together and how she was, riding in his Jeep with all the top down and all that, and listening to the song Cruel Summer, and just like having the time of her life, basically. And I was like, oh, interesting. Decided to just like look up the lyrics just for like, I don't even know, out of boredom, I'm sure. And I'm like, what is this Cruel Summer song? Because I know that old one, you know what I mean? But I was like, what is this? Hold on, let me find the lyrics that stood out where I was like, what the heck? Hold on, where is that? Are you guys familiar with this song? I mean, just look at this. Killing me slow, out the window. I'm always waiting for you to be waiting below. Devils roll the dice, angels roll their eyes. What doesn't kill me makes me want you more. All right, where is it? There's like a part where it talks about like a knife and stuff. And just because we know how Dee Dee was killed, I was like, this is a little creepy. Where the heck is it? Of course, I didn't point it out before. So cut the headlights, summer's a knife. I'm always waiting for you to cut to the bone. Devils roll the dice, angels roll their eyes. And if I bleed, you'll be the last to know. I'm sorry, but that to me is unsettling. Just because of the way that Dee Dee was killed, her mother. Like, I get like people love Taylor Swift, you know? Why isn't the screen sharing my highlights? Anyways, can you see it in the second paragraph? All right, so this is what Gypsy had to say.
Despite rumors and controversy, we actually did not see each other for the first time until after. So it was early April that we first saw each other.
Mm-hmm. So I'm going to tell them the story. So the first time that Ken came to visit me in early April, it was our first time seeing each other again in 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
And so he has a Jeep. And so I'm riding in the Jeep. He takes the top down and we start jamming out to Cruel Summer. And I think that was like the first moment that like I felt like, oh my God, my heart is pounding so fast. I'm so in love with this man.
Oh.
It was like the scene of a movie. It was so romantic.
I love
it. So like, I'm only laughing because you know what? I have to share it now. I have to share like the video. But basically, and did you notice when she says like, I was like, oh, I love this man. And he's like, oh, like he doesn't say like, I love you too, babe. You know what I mean? There's just like something lacking when it comes from Ken, which is why I've been saying, he's just in it for the money and the clout, which is fame for those who don't know. But yeah, I mean the lyrics. So cut the headlights, summer's a knife. I'm always waiting for you to cut to the bone. Devils roll the dice, angels roll their eyes, and if I bleed, you'll be the last to know. It's like, yikes. Like considering the case that she's kind of tied to, like what? Okay, so this couple does like they take the audio from Ken and Gypsy and they just do spoofs, whatever you want to call them. They joke around and kind of mock them. So yeah, I know, I agree. Does anyone here in chat? I won't judge you. We're all up for different opinions. Do you guys think that Ken really loves her? I know, Jen. Aren't they hilarious? Really, Tater? See, I think she's like obsessed with him. We kind of talked about on last week's stream. Like, it's sort of like how Gypsy's mom, in my opinion, trapped Rod. I feel like she trapped Ken. Only they're not married. So, all right, hold on. So this is the lyrics that we just listened, or I'm sorry, this is the visual for the audio we just listened to.
Rumors and controversy, we actually did not see each other for the first time until after. So it was early April that we first saw each other.
Mm-hmm. So I'm going to tell them the story. So the first time that Ken came to visit me in early April, it was our first time seeing each other again in 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
And so he has a Jeep. And so I'm riding in the Jeep. He takes the top down and we start jamming out to Cruel Summer. And I think that was like the first moment that like I felt like, oh my God, my heart is pounding so fast. I'm so in love with this man.
Oh.
It was like the scene of a movie. It was so romantic.
I love it.
So all Ken says is, ha ha ha, aw. And then he says, I love it. Like, what about her? Like, she just basically was saying that she was like madly in love with you at that time. And yeah, Tony, that's a good point. I could definitely see her. She's obsessed. She's infatuated. It's lust, you know, it might not be love, because a lot of you guys don't think that Gypsy's capable of love. And a lot of you guys in chat definitely don't think Ken loves her. So again, I'm not wishing the worst on this girl. I just have been very unimpressed with everything that she's done since being released. And her stating something about her meetup with Kim Kardashian. Oh, I was disappointed that she didn't share the part where we talked about prison reform, blah, 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 and like a specific person or specific case, something that she was disappointed with that Kim didn't like put out on the map. And it's like, you do it. You can do it. And it just showed me another example of like, she's always pointing at other people's for faults and excuses, and, you know, to kind of make herself seem like a better person in this situation. It's just very manipulative, you know. And thank you for becoming a new member, Christine. I appreciate that. Yes, it's all about the Benjamins. She's such a liar. Yeah, so that brings me to the next unsettling topic. Hold on, let me make sure I got all my other stuff out of the way. Yeah, that I would share my screen. I was going to go on camera today, had a little accident with the toddler at the pool. She jumped up and I like bit my lip. So it was like, it's like a little bloody. So I'm like, I guess I'm not going to go on camera. All right. So I am in these Facebook groups. Some of them are for her. Some of them are against her. Some of them are neutral and they're just Facebook groups discussing her. I wanted to know from someone who, you know, was stating her lies, blah, blah, blah. And I just flat out said, like, can you just list off some of the lies that you've noted yourself? And they said, which we've kind of discussed some of it. So this is regarding the crimes. Her story changes with almost every interview she does, especially depending on the interviewer. She has said Nick was the first person to know that she could walk. That's a lie, since we know she met with the guy at the Comic-Con and ran off to his house. She also said, well, there, her mom came to get her and threatened her with the police. That's a lie. Her mom told her if she wanted to stay, she could, but she would be cut off from money and drugs. That's why she went back with her. And then they said, she also asked the same guy to help her mother kill her mother before Nick, but stated Nick was the first. She also threatened a doctor in the ER. Now, some of these I don't have receipts for, and I didn't ask. I just was like, oh, okay, noted, interesting. So if you guys have the receipts to point me in these directions, please let me know. So she says, she also threatened a doctor in the ER that if he did not prescribe her drugs, she would say he inappropriately touched her. She sat down with Dr. Phil, and the first thing she said to him was that this was the first time she was being honest, except for her lawyers, and blatantly lied throughout the whole interview. She told Kim K. Kardashian she wasn't offered therapy in prison. She was, but turned it down. The list goes on, but that's just a few. So, you know, I thanked her for her insight. I said, I'm keeping an open mind to everything. I appreciate you sharing all this with me. Somebody else in a group noted, do y'all notice how her accent changes to whatever someone's she with has? And if you watch her trial, she never spoke like a baby there. She's fake AF. and the biggest con artist I've ever seen. Someone commented, she's an actress that's always on set, always on stage. All right. So then this I put on my community page because I was like, this is just too much. So a couple of weeks ago, we said it ourselves that Ryan, which people had been saying instantly anyways, Ryan looks like Dee Dee kind of. And I said, Ken with his hat on looks like her father. And I noted on here, apparently I'm not the only one who saw the similarities, found this in a Facebook group. So other people have noticed, like, this is kind of weird. So those were the unsettling topics I had to share with you guys. Now let's just move to other discussions regarding her. And thank you everyone for being here. If you joined, she copies Christy's accent. Yes, I noticed that too, that it was like much thicker when she was on her reality show, especially around her family, Rod, her sister, and Christy. That Louisiana accent was so much thicker and more pronounced. And then I see her on her TikToks. I see her in her TV interviews, her interview with Kim Kardashian. I'm like, wait a minute, this is strange. It's just, yeah, she mimics people. Interesting. Okay. See, that's the thing too, Jen, is I'm open-minded, but I also am like, I need to fact check what people are saying about her, whether it's good or bad. So kind of combing back through my opinions and my insights and my knowledge of the case, because the thing is, I knew this case before she ever was released. So, but my perception of the case is that of what was presented as her, like, you know, defense and, you know, throughout Nick's trial, that narrative. So I'm kind of going over stuff. Sure, that'd be great. Ken seems uncomfortable at times around her. It was said he's scared of her too. What? Who said that? They said she shows her ass and has a bad temper. Interesting. Bad temper, not good. Okay, let's see what I'm going to pull up. I'm just going to pull up the random clips and newer ones from today where she's just hanging out at the pool. Remember Ryan last week was like, Ken, do you even have a job? Remember? So this part, and he was saying how he doesn't have a job and that he asked Gypsy for money for his rent. So this was mentioned today. I'm not going to play the whole thing, but I will play this one part. And she basically says, like, yeah, Ken has a job, but she doesn't like say, which, you know, I'm not expecting her to name where he works, but I don't know. Do we believe that this is the truth, or is this another lie?
Does Ken work? Yeah, of course he has a job. People gotta live. People gotta work.
Then people were like, really? People gotta live. People gotta work. And here she is at 10:30 in the morning down at the pool on a Tuesday and says in the live stream, like, Ken's at the gym. He'll be back in like 10 minutes, blah, blah, blah. So Ken has a job, he works, but he doesn't have to work on a Tuesday morning. And I get that there's other hours and jobs that are like evening and stuff like that. I totally get that. But it's just interesting. It's like, do we believe it, you know, or is she just lying, trying to make it seem like she's not supporting this bum? And that Ryan hasn't lied about him not, you know, having a job. So, and what does he work? TikTok, like you?
I'm trying to Really bright out here. Oh, thank you, Molly. Thank you, Gail. Thank you, Lindsay. Thank you, Danny. I think Ken said he'd be like done in about 10 minutes or so. That he would be coming. So we did go see the new Blake Lively movie that I was talking about on, I think, a few lives ago. We went to see It Ends With Us. I cried. Oh my god. It's a good movie. I didn't expect. I mean, I didn't read the book, so I didn't know what it was about going into it. I thought it was going to be something similar to like The Notebook or something. But it had like a really heavy message about domestic violence. And I know Blake Lively is getting a lot of like criticism right now and everything, but I'm not going to get into all that. But as for the movie I thought was really good. But I mean, I never seen the book. They always say that the book is better than the movie. But it had like a really positive message. Had like a really positive message that I feel like I can really relate to at the end of it. Especially when she was holding her baby and she's like, you know, it ends with us. Like, that was relatable. May not have been about like domestic violence for me, but you know, I got definitely teary-eyed at that part. And then like Ken and I were talking about it after. He liked it too. We both got a little emotional. Okay, it's really hard to see the comments right now. It's so bright.
Ken got emotional watching a movie with her.
All right. I cannot see the comments anymore, so I'm going to probably have to end this live. But I'll go jump in the pool. Well, not jump, but crawl in the pool. And get cooled off. Thanks for watching while y'all had me on here. And I will do another live soon. Bye. I'm on live, but you don't have to. Don't worry, I won't show you. I found shade and a lounge pool.
Not a good idea.
What's the worst that could happen? I've got the screen above the cleavage. I think I like this pool better than the other pools. It's just kind of very relaxing in comparison. I better not have a nip slip, I swear to God. Oh, thank you for the galaxy. Thank you for the roses. It's not a jacuzzi, it's just a pool, so it's just a cool pool. It's like a lounge pool. It's kind of secluded away from the bigger pools, which is nice. Not everybody wants to be around a lot of people, you know. Hi, Danielle. Is it a kid pool? I mean, I don't know. I've seen some adults just kind of relaxing in here. I haven't seen any kids around though. Love you guys.
I've noticed that too, Cloud9. He won't get on live too much with her anymore. Yes. Actually, the last few live streams she's done, he hasn't been on. And then did you hear what she started this one off with? Oh, don't worry, I won't show you. I'm live right now, but I won't show you. Like, he's clearly expressed he doesn't want to be, shown on camera, etc. So what's going on? Already sick of it? Or does he not want the scrutiny? Does he not want other people to see like him not saying I love you or anything like that? I don't know. Just don't know how he's going to be around her if she's always on her live streams.
Thank you, Ellie for the dog. Is it cozy there? It's warm out, but the pool is actually like a nice temperature. It's not freezing. Getting your tan on. Trying. Oh, thank you, Samantha. That's beautiful. Shows the bump. Let's see. All right. Here we go. Just a little tiny one. This is the same bathing suit that I was wearing the last time I went swimming. Ken's over there. He just doesn't want to be on live right now. I know. I like this bathing suit because of the cutouts. I'm not comfortable with wearing a bikini. Just because like I have insecurities about my body. Particularly like with my feeding tube scar. I don't know. It took a lot for me to start wearing like athletic wear.
She's got to throw that out there in the live stream. I'm just like self-conscious of my body. It's not because you're not in shape, right? No, it's because of the feeding tube scar. I mean, maybe it is. Again, I don't want to criticize every little thing, but it's like, I hate feeling like what she says sometimes isn't genuine. Like, because she said before, like when I say she's not in shape, I'm not just criticizing her body. Herself, she has stated that she's gained weight, that they want to start eating healthier, that she's not in shape, like all this stuff. So is that why she doesn't want to wear the 2-piece bikini? Or is it really because of the feeding tube scar? Like everything she says, I can't help but question nowadays. Jennifer says she's fishing for compliments. Or is she fishing for sympathy? Like, send me more money. It's just, Tony says, I think she just says that about the scars for sympathy. And isn't it terrible that like we have to question her motives and statements now? Because this whole year that she's been released, everything's kind of been all over the place and her actions don't match her words. We've pointed it out before, she got in that argument on the show with with Ryan because, he's a hoarder and it reminds me of my mother. And then we see her on these TikTok live streams. Her room's a mess. So I'm just like, her actions don't match with things that she says.
So I think a bikini is just a level I'm not there yet. So this is a 1-piece and then it has the cutouts on the side. Thank you for this one. It has a cutout on the side that I like, so it gives it that bikini vibe without actually being a bikini. So it's still a 1-piece. Where's Ken? He's on the lounge chair. I don't know why my screen turns dark all of a sudden. That's so weird. Where did I get it? I got my swimsuit from a clothing catalog called Venus. They have a website too, but I used to get the catalogs while I was in prison, and I used to kind of just like go through it and pick out little things that I'd like to buy for when I finally did get out. And this was one of them. Thank you, Elle. The sun is overheating the phone. Okay, that makes sense. And also, I forgot to charge my phone last night. Of course, I think you guys know I'm notorious for not charging my phone. So I have like 15% on my phone right now. So chances are I'm not going to be on live for very long, unfortunately. But it was such a beautiful day out, and I don't always get to come to the pool, so I just want to hop on live and kind of share the experience. Aw, thank you. How's Christy? She's doing good. We are excited about a family reunion, the Blanchard family reunion that we're going to have this weekend. My dad rented.
Me too, Laura. Me too. That's basically where this channel's on a different discovery of the case, basically. Because we came out supporting her, wanting, her to show us that she's changed, she's rehabilitated herself, and everything's just been a mess.
A few cabins out. And so we're gonna do some fishing. I think my dad's gonna play his guitar, which will be really nice. Like everyone from like the Blanchard side of the family will be there. Ken is coming, so in one cottage it'll be me, Christy, Dad, me, Ken, and Mia and her boyfriend. And so we're just gonna have a really nice family weekend. I'll probably not have very good phone service, but it's okay. I always wanted to do like, the whole campfire camping type of thing. How am I feeling today? I'm feeling good. Woke up at like 6:30 in the morning. When you roll over in bed and the moment you touch your phone, you're like, I'm awake. Oh, thank you, Coco.
That's interesting, Becky. She says she treated prison like boarding school. She sharpened her skills during her stay. Definitely could see that being true.
Thank y'all for the roses. Does my other sister speak to my dad? Yeah, they do. It'll be nice. I can remember back to like when my family would get together before, I would call home and they'd pass the phone around and they'd all get their chance to like tell me hi, and they're like, I can't wait for you to join us one day. And so it's really like monumental for me to be able to go on this family reunion with them and experience that with them, like something that we've all been wanting to share together for a long time. Who am I at the pool with? Ken. We finished at the gym, came to the pool right quick. He finally joined me. He's getting some sun. All right, well, I'm going to go and see what Ken is doing. I know he's getting some sun, but I don't know if he wants to come in the water yet. So I'll hop off here and let my phone, stop overheating.
I'm sure if Ken wants to get in the pool, he'll get in the pool. Like, he doesn't need you to go check on him.
All right, guys. Sorry I had, bowed out the first time. I couldn't see the chat, so it was really hard while I was in the sun. So But I'm gonna go and have some more pool fun. Okay, bye.
I think
Hey, Allie. Thanks for joining us. So, guys, I know I said earlier in chat we would be doing a different stream after this. We're going to hold off and stand by. It might be tomorrow on Alex's channel. So stand by. So this was also another recent stream that she did this week. We're just going to watch. And then there's some other little clips and then a clip of Ryan on a podcast.
Latte at Starbucks. Pumpkin spice latte at Starbucks.
Hi, good morning. Can I get 2 grande pumpkin spice lattes, please?
You say 2 grande pumpkin spice lattes. Are they both hot?
I want mine iced.
Both. Actually, 1 hot, 1 iced.
Gotcha. Anything else for you today?
Yeah. All right. Got it. Boom.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so I got the pumpkin spice latte iced. Oh, that is good. All right, I'll try the hot one. Ice. I'm trying not to get in the way of your stick. All right, I don't want to burn my mouth.
Well, you can wait.
I like the ice one better. Now, maybe if it was like cold day, like a cold day, the warm would be better.
Right.
But it is Southern Louisiana, so I do like the ice.
Only 82 degrees out at 8 o'clock in the morning. That's a big deal.
Only 82. Oh, yeah.
2 hours later.
2 hours later. You ever seen those videos?
Yeah, you know what it's from?
No.
It's from SpongeBob.
Oh, I've never seen SpongeBob.
The French have to do hours later.
Yeah, that's the voice.
Yeah.
I've never seen SpongeBob.
Blasphemy.
It was mostly Disney. And like, what's that one that like Powerpuff Girls is from?
Yeah, it's Cartoon Network.
Cartoon Network, some Cartoon Network.
Sugar, spice, everything. You never seen that for real?
No.
You were robbed of a childhood.
No shit. Just now realizing that. Alright, y'all. Thank you for joining us on our Starbucks experience. Good morning.
Ken is just always doing that like fake laugh with her. Okay, so this was also a recent one. The other reason too why I want to play her TikToks on here is because if she's going to make a statement, I want us to have it on record in case she changes the statement in the long run, or in case she changes like the statement, we can compare it. So yeah, he clowns her a lot, right? Awkward, nervous, fake laugh. And then she always does like the laugh after too, like wonder what's going on with Ken. Is the relationship fake? We kind of had that discussion earlier, and a lot of chat are just feeling like she's obsessed, infatuated with him, but he could really care less and is just using her and doesn't love her. But again, we're open to all opinions. So far, it seemed like that was the majority, though.
Hi, everybody. So I am excited to announce that I will be narrating the audiobook version for my memoir, My Time to Stand, coming out in December 10th, 2024. I am very excited about this project. It's very close to my heart. It means everything for me to share it in my own voice, in my own words. It's so meaningful to share a story like this that I feel like so many can relate to and have gone through something similar. And so I think this book could reach a lot of people's lives and touch a lot of people's lives. So I hope that y'all enjoy it. If y'all want to learn more, please click the link below.
So I have to mute it for copyright. This was another one. She doesn't do any statements in it, so we don't have to waste our time with that. Also have to mute because of the music. But these are the recents. And so she's coming out with another memoir, whatever, because she wants to, share her side of things, her story. We've already heard your story. Holy cow. Hey, yeah, let's unpack that. How are you? And yes, Jody is cool. I definitely agree with, hold on. They remind me of Beavis and Butthead with those laughs. Hilarious. She will lose Ken how she got him cheating. Either he's going to cheat on her or she'll wander. Who knows? Something that Jody said earlier. I'm scrolling. Oh, yes. I can't help but have a prediction. It will end with separation and Ken will be filing for custody. Yeah, we definitely predicted that here as well. Like, could see it going badly. All right, now there's really just a few minutes left of other random clips, and then we will close out for the evening. Let's get a little bit of Ryan in here because he is still a part of the story and he knows more about Gypsy than a lot of us. And he has straight up said, she sounds sweet, but you don't know the real Gypsy. Something along those lines.
Continuing correspondence.
Correct.
With Ken. You were not aware of that.
Not at the time, no.
When did you find out?
After she left.
Did she tell you?
Yes and no.
What does that mean?
I mean, like, after I was confronted, I confronted her about it, and she told me the truth. Yeah.
So someone else told you?
I saw them got together. That, like I saw a picture and all that. Yeah. And there's a lot happened. A lot happened.
I can only imagine how difficult this is, being in the public eye,
right,
and to have to find out that type of information as it pertains to your significant other in a public manner, as opposed to
not just your significant other, your wife.
Right. Yeah.
Not just a girlfriend, your actual wife. Yeah, it was damaging.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's a big scar there.
How have you been able to move yourself through over the last 2 months?
Man, I had to go back to work. I had to keep living. It's one of those, you have to dust yourself off and, pick up the pieces and do it. I married Gypsy because that was the one for me. Like that was who I wanted to be with the rest of my life. And, and she wanted that. And, and as a prisoner, she has to set all that up. Like I can't talk to the chaplain. I can't do anything. Like she has to do all of that. So at any point she could have said, no, I don't want to get married. But, she went through with it and we went through it. That's what we wanted. And then all of a sudden it wasn't.
Do you feel taken advantage of?
No, not really. I mean, I don't think I was used, but a lot of people say that I was used.
I think he was used. Does anyone in chat or on replay think Ryan was used? Please let me know.
Yeah, but I don't feel that say that I was used and abused and stuff like that. But I don't feel that from her. you know, it's one of those that just life got in the way.
So Pita Bread says, I think so. Her story is bull poop. Oh yeah. Yes, he was used. Yes. Yes. Gypsy was looking for reasons to leave Ryan after she got out. Yes. Yes. Absolutely. Yes. And new subscribers, thank you guys so much for being here. Good to see you, Jack Toe. I know you're from Melissa Jade's channel, so I appreciate you being here. Yeah, I agree. 100% used. She used him. Yes, Mama Weiss. She used him like she used Nick. And now Ken's using her. and ironically, she's in a way using Ken because people like us, hi everyone who's new, are kind of invested in, and now we do it for research purposes. At least that's what I'm claiming on my true crime channel. Like, we're not building our channel on Gypsy Rose, like hating at her. So I've seen other channels doing that, which is, that's them. That, do what you want. We're strictly studying her progress and lack thereof since being out. Yes, it was. Beach Bomb, thank you so much for being a member for 3 months. Welcome new members. Oh, you use that to welcome other members. Thank you. I appreciate that. And Froggy Leg says not used, which is fine. Like, we really want different opinions here. Different opinions are good. Okay, so just 2 more little clips, and that's it, guys. Hi, MK. Good to see you.
Bruising up on my legs really easy. Always have. All right. Bruising up on my legs really easy. Always have. All right. Let's see. I'm going to gotta do my daily moisturizing. Exfoliate. That's not a bad idea. Hot sugar scrub. Okay. Because it's something that I'm like super embarrassed about. I don't like to like wear shorts a lot because of it. Try conditioner instead. Okay. All right, now probably gotta do my normal belly. Make sure there's no stretch marks.
Hold up a minute. Sorry to pause it like this, but didn't she say in the TikTok stream today that we just watched of her in the pool? Oh, I got this bathing suit, but I can't wear 2 pieces because like I'm really like self-conscious and insecure about like my scars, especially like my feeding tube scar. So I like this bathing suit because, you know, it seems like a 2-piece, but you know, it covers like, but here she is lifting her. This is previous from the pool one that we just watched. Here she is on TikTok live with thousands watching. You know, everyone's sending in their money. Everyone's sending in, you know, support for her, which is, you know, again, I don't want to just sit here and bash, but we literally just seen her in the pool describing how she only can wear that type of bathing suit because she's insecure and feels a certain way about her feeding tube scar. And we had the discussion, is, you know, it's unfortunate we have to question her statements, but here she's in this live stream just lifting her shirt up like, gotta do my daily, which I do too. Like, you know, it's important to do, like, as your skin stretches when you're pregnant. But I don't do it on my live streams with you guys. I'm like not running to the bathroom right now, like lifting my shirt up, like doing it live. But here she is put herself out there. Like, you're clearly not insecure, because I'm not insecure and I'm not grabbing my belly butter, which is what it's called, and rubbing it live with you guys. So here, it's just another example of like, really, girl? Like, exactly, Laura. It feels pathological. Yeah, she's pushing her back out. Oh my gosh, too much. Too much. Exactly. She's not insecure. Clearly you're not. Oh my God.
I would die if I had stretch marks on my stomach. Got them all.
I would die if I had stretch marks on my stomach? But I thought you didn't like your stomach because of the feeding tube scar.
All over my butt. I'm real. I'm real.
Anyone who has to tell their audience, I'm real, real, you're not real.
Was here because I couldn't wear my booty shorts anymore. I grew out of those.
I can't, guys. I try to give her the benefit of the doubt. The contradictions, it's all too much. The lies, the changing of statements, everything in the first half hour that we talked about that I call unsettling. It's all just too much.
Does Ryan still try and contact me? And I did see that he was on live last night. Ken and I went to dinner last night at this pasta place around town.
Ken and I went to dinner. You know, we had another date night where I paid.
And I looked at my phone and I had like 5 missed calls from a random number. Okay. So I call it back and I'm like, hello? And the first thing that I hear is, why the fuck are you talking about me? And da-da-da-da-da. And I'm like, whoa, why are you calling me right now? And like, what are you talking about? And he's like, you were posting something on Facebook about me. And he was coming at me aggressive. And I'm like, I didn't post anything about you on Facebook. What are you talking about? And he's like, that post of life with Gypsy Rose or something like that. And he was talking about that picture that's going viral, that it did not come from my account. I didn't post this picture, but it was a picture of me and him side like together, and then a picture of me and Ken. And it said something to the fact of I had to kiss a frog to get to the prince or something. I did not write that.
Oh dear.
I may have not been respectful in certain.
So Ryan calls her mad about this. I had to kiss the frog to meet the prince. Why would you do that? As if stabbing him in the back in the heart wasn't enough. And again, I'm not over here like, oh, hey, Seth. I'm not over here, oh, what are you having for dinner? You know, team either of them. But there's still like a level of like empathy and sympathy I have for what she did to Ryan. And this is just too much. And then she goes back saying, I didn't write that. Then who did?
I did not write that. I may have not been respectful in certain areas. I may have not always been that thoughtful of how things would appear to him when posting pictures of me and Ken. But the last thing I'm going to do is be cruel. I might live my life and enjoy my time with Ken and my relationship with Ken, but I'm not going to be cruel to Ryan.
All right. And on that note, we'll end things. I'm not going to be cruel to Ryan. Too late. It's a little late for that. And yes, I seen somebody say, I bet Ryan helped support her in prison. Oh, I'm sure. Giving her money, filling her commissary needs, etc. I mean, we see inmates in other cases do that stuff all the time. Then that's what goes back to this whole thing. The difference is now we have a case where someone who was put away in prison and now they're out on parole and they're very high profile. And of course, there are other people who are out on parole involved in crimes too, but they're not on TikTok. They're not, writing memoirs after memoirs, books after books. Christy and Rod going to write a book, blah, blah, blah. It's too much. But okay, guys, thank you. Michelle, she said, enjoyed your live. Thank you so much. Again, we'll be keeping a close eye on Gypsy, and we will, convene for our next live stream regarding her very soon. Join me tomorrow night around the same time, and we'll be discussing probably Madeline Soto, Stephen Stern's case. At some point, we'll be doing a Sebastian Rogers live stream this week, and every Thursday we do a deep dive into the Watts case. So thank you all for being here. Welcome to the new subscribers. Thank you to those who gifted memberships and just hit the like button. And I can't thank my moderators enough. You guys are awesome. Members, of course, everyone who participates in chat, every opinion matters. Even if I don't agree with it, I'm open-minded and I'm not someone who just thinks one way. So you never know. Your opinion might be different, but I might come around and be like, yeah, I'm finally seeing what they meant by that. So just express your thoughts and opinions, even on replay in the comment section below, and I'd love to read them. So I'll see you guys tomorrow night, and we will talk very, very soon. Good night, everybody. And yeah, talk to you guys tomorrow.